Hey everybody, Dave Forehand, Dallas Arboretum. I'm in the Palmer Ferndale, right next to the Jonsson Color Garden here at the Arboretum, and we're going to do another walking tour to take a look at all these beautiful late spring, early summer flowers that are blooming, really peak bloom right now. I know we're open again now at the Arboretum, so people can come and visit, but so many of you are watching these videos from places where you can't visit, or we've got a lot of folks that just aren't ready to go out yet and be in public. So I want to continue to bring these tours to you so you can see the beauty of the garden that's unfolding here each and every day. Take a look behind me here. This is kind of the head pond of the Palmer Ferndale here. In this little pond, the water pours down through a beautiful little creek, very shaded. There's a really nice collection of super shade loving plants that do well here for us in North Texas in the Palmer Ferndale. It's a good place to come and take a look at plants if you have a really shady yard and want to get good ideas. I've highlighted some of these in my Plants with Dave videos as well. But beautiful spot to come and sit and enjoy. A lot of benches, and in the shade it's just really nice. So it's a nice shady spot for a summer sit down, read a book, that type of thing. Let's take a look over here at the Jonsson Color Garden now. There's 3 large lawns. A, B, and C is how we describe them. It was designed by Nod Burnett, Dallas landscape architect who's well known here, and he created this garden back in the early 90s, and it was installed, and it was all about planting large swaths of beautiful color. In fact, all the trees that surround this are mostly flowering trees, crepe myrtles, and then flowering fruit trees like cherries and peach trees. But the big show is these giant color beds. You can see we've got a wonderful one here. It's got the yellow African daisies, the blue bit along the edge is lobelia with that border, and a bright red colors, and we've got orange and yellow zinnias just in the massive blooming right now. So just really beautiful. See a lot of pollinators each day here flying through as well on all these plants. Let's move on around. These beds are so large that when we plant them, we're talking about 4,000 or 5,000 plants sometimes to make it happen. I know with the bulbs in the spring, we'll plant about 15,000 to 20,000 tulips in these beds. Lobelia is a really neat little flower because it's one of the few things that blooms a true blue, which is not very common in the world of flowers to get that true blue color, but that particular plant, lobelia, has that beautiful color. Here's a better close-up view of all these zinnias. These varieties that we're using too are pretty nice because a lot of these have a lot of disease tolerance. These are newer varieties we've tested in our trial program, and we know that, for instance, with the zinnias, they don't get powdery mildew. There's a white kind of fungus that grows on the leaves and it'll hurt the plant. And when we have these moist days or a lot of rain like we had in May, sometimes you can get that, but with these hardy varieties we do really, really well. Of course, our beautiful green lawns are transitioning away from that winter rye you saw from earlier videos in the spring when I was walking through. It's a little darker green because the new grass is coming up is Bermuda grass. It's our summer heat tolerant grass, and the Bermuda just has a lighter color green than that winter rye. So it's not unhealthy, it's just a different grass with a different color, and that'll be our summer grass. Depending on the time of day here in the color garden, we'll have shade on one side or the other as the sun moves, so you can always find a shady place to put down your blanket and just relax here amongst all these beautiful flowers. All right, here we are at the next large flowering bed. This is our A bed, lighter, more pastel colors here. Got a beautiful purple salvia and a big swath of pink zinnias. peak bloom as well. Yellow flower around the edges is African daisy. You've got a purple petunia on the back side here, and then white alyssum kind of circling all around the front as a border. And these beautiful beds are kind of matched on the far side with smaller beds that mimic the color schemes that we have over here in these larger beds. Lots of birds chirping. I don't know if you can hear it through the audio, but beautiful sounds of many, many birds here in the gardens. Here we are, the other end of this gorgeous bed. Hope you enjoyed walking through the color garden and seeing a little bit of the ferndale with me. Again, we'll keep bringing these tours. In fact, just over the horizon there is entrance to a women's garden. It's going to be a nice tour. We'll do that real soon as well. So again, thanks for watching the videos. We appreciate it. We love your comments, and hope see you really soon here in the gardens or not through my videos. I'm Dave Forehand. Take care. I'll see you real soon.